Righto, so just link the style sheet up. Right, let's give this a wee run. Okay, so we've got, let's have a wee look. So that's that, and that's that. Okay, so our dark gray is lighter than our dark gray, but okay. So one thing you notice is there's this bit of space here. So in your style sheet, if you haven't already, margin 0 pixels, padding 0 pixels. Okay, there you go, that's like that. So what I want to show you is putting in your products, a bunch of products. So to do that, okay. You may not need to give it a class purely because it will probably be the only UL you're using, unordered list you're using. But we can have something like this, image source equals images h1 product e, and then we'll say something like, right, so it will be, I don't know, $20. Right. Okay, so we've got this here, and essentially I'm wanting a bunch of products, right? So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in there. Lovely. Okay, so let's just see what it gives us as a raw. Okay, that's our sweet one here of Joe Biden. So in here, we want to go, we can do UL, or we can do dot product. There we go. And this is, we're going to go display grid dash template columns, and I want, say, 3 across, 1FR, 1FR, 1FR. I want to have a gap between them, so I'm going to go grid dash gap, and I might say something like 5%, or I can say like 20 pixels. Right. If I do this, I'm just going to copy this and I chuck it into nightly so we can see it a wee bit. When it loads at high speed. Right. So it's supposed to be 3 across, but I can see like it's like this. It's massive. Why am I scrolling sideways? So inside section UL. Alright, let's see. This there. Right, so part of it might be the fact that my section doesn't have a width. Let's say section have a width of 80% of the page and a margin, push it down from the top 30 pixels and left right put it in the middle, auto. Right, let's try that. So I still got scroll. I'm on the wrong page, that's why. There we go. Let's refresh this. So I've still got my scroll section. Right. So, okay, the next thing we need to do is go dot products li image width 100% of the box you're in. So I'm basically saying this products, everything in it should be one fraction. So these here are basically a third of the screen. And then the images, they're just going to be as wide as the images are. So this image here is 750 pixels wide by 1000. But if I tell it to be 100% of the list item it's in, then it should scale everything down, hopefully. There. See, that's where it's tidied up. Made that problem. You can see how this is sitting so much nicer. Now, so these dots here is because they're an unordered list. So they book bullet points. If it was an ordered list, so instead of this, it would, oops, a 0. And I would need to close it with an O for order. See, 1, 2, 3. So the idea is, let's change these back. And then your style sheet, you'll say list style none. That fixes that. Now I want a little bit of space around here. So this products thing here, I don't want it going all the way to the edge of my grid, of my section. That's 80%. So I might say to this one here, you have a width of 90%. And you have a margin, top bottom of 20 pixels and left right auto to put you in the middle. Refresh that. You get this. But this top bottom space doesn't seem to really work. So we can put that to 0. We can say padding, top bottom 20 pixels, left right 0 pixels. Let's see what that does. There you go. So that's added your additional space onto there. You can obviously text align center these things, but that is a much easier way to lay out all your products and have them all sitting nicely and everything like this. And yes, it all scales up and down. Okay. So there you go. That's it. Job done.